Hey there, lovely souls. Welcome to my channel Magnetize Official. I'm feeling called to do this reading because I keep receiving powerful downloads and messages from my guides that I know are meant for someone in our collective. Specifically, I'm tuning into the energy of a divine feminine, or possibly a group of divine feminines who are in a situation where their love, their energy, or simply their presence is being rejected. As soon as I shuffled the deck, a card flew out. It was the Caring Connections card, upright. This is such a significant sign. I'm feeling a strong message for the divine feminine in this energy. There's this recurring sense of being rejected. I keep hearing the word rejected loud and clear. Perhaps you've been offering your love, your energy, your support, and it feels as though it's being pushed away, or that your heart has been met with indifference. Here's the powerful truth I'm being guided to share with you. When someone is not ready to receive your love or your energy, it is not a reflection of the worth of what you're offering. It speaks solely to their readiness to receive it. I feel that someone really needed to hear this reminder today. Your love, your presence, and your energy are invaluable. They are gifts to the world, even if someone isn't in a place to fully appreciate them right now. As I dive deeper into this energy, I keep hearing a familiar phrase, something we've all heard before. It's not you, it's me. Or it's not me, it's you. It feels almost like I'm picking up on a masculine energy here, perhaps someone who is confused or conflicted. There's a strong sense of hot and cold energy here, like someone is sending mixed signals, and it's leaving the divine feminine feeling uncertain and perhaps even unappreciated. But I want to take a moment to emphasize this. If you are in this situation, please know that the value of your love is not diminished by another person's inability or unwillingness to receive it right now. You are whole, you are worthy, and your light is needed, even if it's not always mirrored back in the way you hope. Keep shining and trust that the right energy will recognize and honor your beautiful gift when the time is right. Divine Feminine. I'm tuning into an energy that I feel may be very significant for you right now, and that's the number 14. Specifically, 1414. If you've been seeing this number repeating lately, know that it's not a coincidence. There's a deeper message here for you. I'm sensing that there might be a masculine energy around you, or perhaps someone from your past, who is giving you a confusing mix of hot and cold energy. For many of you, this feels like something that's happening right now, or recently. It's that familiar feeling of someone opening up to you, letting you in, and then suddenly pulling away. The energy feels erratic and unstable, like there's a shift happening back and forth. One moment, they're warm and inviting, and the next, they retreat and leave you questioning what just happened. I keep hearing energy shifts, and I feel that this is something you've been sensing deeply. Divine Feminine, you are incredibly intuitive, and you have this gift of picking up on even the smallest shifts in energy. You can feel when someone is being authentic with you, and you can feel when something is out of alignment. Right now, I'm feeling that this masculine is sending mixed signals, and it's probably leaving you feeling unsettled and uncertain. I also want to speak to something deeper that's coming through. With the Broken Heart card showing up in reverse, I sense that someone here, perhaps this masculine, is deeply afraid of getting their heart broken. But here's the irony. This person is so afraid of the pain that they're pushing you away in order to protect themselves. The very thing they fear is the thing they're unknowingly creating by distancing themselves from you. It's almost like they've built up walls to prevent themselves from feeling vulnerable. But in doing so, they're closing off any possibility of real connection. What I want you to understand, Divine Feminine, is that this fear of heartbreak is not a reflection of your worth or your love. It's a reflection of their own unresolved fears. You are someone who embodies love and light, and sometimes people who are not fully healed or open may struggle to meet you where you are. That doesn't make your love any less powerful or any less deserving of being received. Trust your intuition. If you're feeling the back and forth energy, know that it's not a reflection of who you are, but of where this person is on their own journey. Your heart is strong, and even if there are moments of doubt or confusion, you have the ability to rise above and stay aligned with your own energy. The right person will meet you with the same openness and authenticity that you bring to the table. Keep shining your light and trust that your energy will draw the right match when the time is right. Divine Feminine. I'm sensing some significant energy coming through for you today, and it's linked to the numbers 9 and 1, specifically 9911 or even 911. If you've been noticing these numbers showing up frequently, take a moment to pause and pay attention, because they hold a powerful message for you right now. There's something unfolding with a masculine energy that I feel needs to be explored. I'm getting the sense that this masculine is deeply afraid of having his heart broken, and I'm curious as to why. For someone in this reading, I keep seeing a masculine with brown hair. So if that resonates with you, there's a message here for you. The Journey card has come out upright, and the Crown Chakra card is reversed, which feels like a direct reflection of his spiritual path. This masculine is on a journey, a long and winding one. Spiritually, he may be awakening at a slower pace than you might expect. I sense that despite the delays in his growth, this masculine has incredible depth. He's an old soul, full of untapped spiritual gifts, including a strong sense of empathy. There's a lot going on beneath the surface, even if it's not immediately visible to the outside world. What I'm picking up on is that this masculine has an unconscious sensitivity. He absorbs energy from everyone and everything around him. Whether it's the people he's with, the environments he finds himself in, or the situations he navigates, he's soaking it all up. The thing is, he might not even fully realize how much he's absorbing, and it's leading to a lot of inner turmoil. This type of energy absorption can leave him feeling frustrated, angry, or even overwhelmed, and he's not always sure why. I see someone who's been bottling all of this up, trying to carry the weight without expressing what he's feeling. It's like he's holding on to these emotions in silence, not understanding why he feels the way he does. He might have even told you, Divine Feminine, something along the lines of, I don't know why, but when I'm around people, I just get really overwhelmed or frustrated. What's even more painful is that I'm hearing the word hopeless, which indicates that he might be feeling an overwhelming sense of self-judgment about himself. This masculine is judging himself for feeling so sensitive and overwhelmed, as though he's somehow failing to manage his emotions. He doesn't yet understand that this heightened sensitivity is a gift, a part of who he is, and it's leading him to a deeper awareness of himself and the world around him. But he may not see it this way yet. The journey that this masculine is on is not just about facing external challenges. It's about turning inward and coming to terms with his own emotional and spiritual sensitivities. He has so much untapped potential and power within him, but in this moment, he's struggling to accept the deeper parts of himself. Divine Feminine, you might be picking up on all of this. You've always had a strong intuitive sense, and it's possible that you've already felt or even seen the subtle hints of his internal struggles. But I want you to know this. He's on a path of awakening. Even if it feels slow, or even if he's not fully aware of the depth of what's going on, there's growth happening behind the scenes. Your love and energy may be exactly what he needs to help him find his way through this, even if he's not fully able to recognize it yet. your compassion and understanding can help him see that he's not broken for feeling overwhelmed. In time, he will learn how to harness this sensitivity, and when he does, his gifts will truly shine. For now, trust that this journey is unfolding exactly as it's meant to, one step at a time. Divine Feminine. I'm feeling a strong message coming through for you today, and it's linked to a masculine energy who feels overwhelmed by crowds or groups of people. This person might struggle in social situations, sensing a weight in the presence of others. But here's the thing. He's not fully conscious of his own spiritual nature. His awareness is still unfolding, and there's a long way to go in developing this side of himself. He's not yet aware of the deep, intuitive layers of who he truly is, which brings us to the contrast between you and him. I'm sensing a subtle tingling in my third eye right now, and it feels significant. This is a clear sign of spiritual awakening and heightened intuition. Divine Feminine. You've been on a spiritual path for quite some time, and recently, I feel your third eye is opening in even more dramatic ways. You're tapping into a level of awareness that goes beyond what you've experienced before. Your connection to the spiritual realm is growing stronger each day. What I'm also picking up is that much of your communication with this masculine happens on an energetic level. You don't always need words to connect. Your energy speaks louder than anything else. You've been able to pick up on energy shifts with everyone who holds importance in your life. But with this masculine, the connection runs even deeper. You can sense the slightest changes in energy, not only within him, but within yourself as well. It's as if your intuition is intertwined with his, although his awareness of it is much less developed. He's likely unaware of the subtle signals he receives, dismissing them or not fully understanding what they mean. The sacral chakra card has come through, and it's highlighting a deep, energetic connection that's unfolding between you and this masculine. Your presence, Divine Feminine, is acting like a force that's gently but powerfully opening him up. The way you show up in the world, the way you embody your energy, is like a key that's unlocking parts of him that he's not yet aware of. Your energy is so potent that it's calling out his deeper, unconscious layers, especially when it comes to his own emotional and spiritual sensitivities. Now I have to share something interesting that just happened. I had to pause for a moment because a spider was crawling on my wall. This is the first time I've seen a spider in my apartment since moving in, and I couldn't ignore it. I looked up the symbolism of the spider, and it's incredibly powerful. It represents ancient wisdom, interconnection, illusion, feminine power, manifestation, and artistry. These meanings feel so relevant to this reading, and especially to you, Divine Feminine. I believe this symbolism is tied to the deeper wisdom you're tapping into right now. You're connecting with an ancient creative power within you, one that's linked to manifestation and artistry. This might manifest in different ways for each of you, but I feel strongly that you are currently experiencing a surge in your ability to manifest what you desire. Your creativity, intuition, and spiritual awareness are all aligning, and the world is starting to mirror back your inner power. As you continue to step into this flow, remember that your energy is incredibly impactful. Just by being who you are, you're helping this masculine open up to parts of himself he may not even be aware of yet. And as your own spiritual gifts expand, your ability to create and manifest becomes even more potent. Trust in the energy you're embodying, and know that this powerful connection is moving both you and this masculine forward on your respective paths. Keep shining your light, because it is awakening something profound, both within yourself and in those around you. Divine Feminine, there's something truly powerful happening within you right now. Your aura is glowing with an intensity that is both beautiful and magnetic. This heightened energy you're radiating is not just for your own personal growth. It's transforming the way the world responds to you, especially those who are romantically connected to you. What I keep hearing over and over is the word unforgettable. Your energy is unforgettable, and I feel it deeply as I tune into your presence. As your energy shines brighter, it's allowing you to channel a newfound clarity and conscious focus into your manifestations, your goals, and your dreams. This radiant energy fuels inspired ideas and creative sparks, helping you move forward with a sense of purpose and direction. But here's the thing. While this powerful aura of yours helps you create and manifest what you desire, it's also affecting those around you, especially those with whom you share deep romantic connections. With the woman holding a coin card appearing in the upright position, I'm seeing how your presence stands out to this masculine. This card often symbolizes karmic feminine energy, but in this case, it feels different. Your energy is distinct, almost otherworldly to him. Whether this is someone you're currently thinking about or someone you have in mind for this reading, this masculine sees you as someone entirely unlike any feminine energy he has ever encountered before. You're not just memorable, you're deeply impressionable. Your essence is leaving an unforgettable mark on his heart and soul. Now, for some of you, this may be the same masculine who has been oscillating between hot and cold energy, pulling away and then rushing back in when the connection feels too powerful to ignore. I'm getting a clear sense that, although this masculine has been unconsciously spiritually sensitive, he hasn't yet fully awakened to the depth of his own feelings and intuition. The presence of your energy, divine feminine, is amplifying his sensitivity, and honestly, it's causing him some discomfort at times. The way you make him feel is stirring things up in his soul, things he may not be ready to face yet. When he becomes overwhelmed by the intensity of the connection, I sense that he retreats, either to familiar people, situations, or places. This may involve leaning into karmic relationships or revisiting old habits and patterns he knows all too well. It's as though he's trying to find solace in the familiar, to quiet the stirrings of his heart and soul. But even in his retreat, it's clear that your energy is calling him to something greater, something more expansive. With the man holding a coin reversed, it shows that he's still in the midst of awakening, though much more slowly than you, divine feminine. His spiritual journey is unfolding at a different pace, and he might not even realize yet how deeply your presence is guiding him on this path. Looking deeper into the cards, we see the contract card upright, paired with Healer of the Ages upright, and Victory and Goddess of the Moon reversed at the bottom of the deck. These cards are telling us something important about the energy surrounding this masculine. The contract card suggests that there's a heavy, almost dense energy at play with him right now. He's caught up in a karmic cycle, possibly battling his own shadows and unresolved wounds. I'm hearing him say things like, "I'm fighting my demons," or "I'm facing my shadows." In fact, these exact words may have been spoken by this masculine in moments of vulnerability. There's a struggle going on within him, and it's not easy. He's confronting aspects of himself he may have long avoided, but this journey is necessary for his own growth. The presence of Healer of the Ages upright is a sign that healing is on the horizon. But with both Victory and Goddess of the Moon reversed, it shows that right now he's still wrestling with inner conflicts and emotional blocks. He's not yet fully tapped into his intuition or spiritual guidance, which is why the journey feels slow and challenging. But don't doubt, Divine Feminine, that the connection you share with him is awakening something within him, a part of him that he may have buried for a long time. This is a time of deep transformation, not just for you, but also for him. The work that you're doing on your own spiritual path, your ability to stand in your power and shine, is creating ripples in his energy field, even if he doesn't fully understand or recognize it yet. Keep shining, keep embodying your truth, and trust that your energy is working miracles, even if it doesn't always feel that way. This masculine may not yet be ready to step fully into his own healing, but your presence is planting seeds. Seeds that will one day sprout into a deeper understanding of self and connection. Remember, divine feminine, you are unforgettable, and your light is far more powerful than you may realize. It's not just about what you do, it's who you are, and that is transforming everything in your path. Keep trusting the process and trust in the divine timing of it all. The journey is unfolding perfectly, and your energy is leading the way. Divine feminine, what's unfolding here is something truly transformative. The intensity of your light is doing more than just guiding the way. It's illuminating everything around you, including the hidden depths of this masculine soul. Your energy, vibrant and powerful, is shining so brightly that it's awakening things within him that he wasn't even fully aware of. It's as though your light is uncovering not only his dormant spiritual gifts and abilities, but also his deepest shadows. And while this is incredibly powerful, it's also a lot for him to process. I'm hearing him say, "It's all in my face," as if he can no longer ignore the intensity of what your presence stirs within him. On a higher level, I sense his soul saying, "I'm not running from you. I'm not running from our connection. I'm running from what you bring up within me." This is a crucial moment of self-realization for him. Your energy is triggering something deep within him, both his potential and his pain, and it's overwhelming him. Now, for some of you, this message may be tied to a specific masculine you've been connected to, while for others, it may represent a recurring pattern you've noticed in your relationships. Either way, what I'm getting is that masculines you connect with, divine feminine, feel profoundly seen in your presence. And this isn't just any seeing. It's an intimate, vulnerable seeing that they're not used to. It's as if you look into their soul and they can't hide, even from themselves. I keep hearing them say things like, "I've never opened up like this before," or "I never tell anyone these things." Some of them might even go as far as admitting, "I've never cried in front of anyone," yet find themselves spilling their emotions in your presence. This vulnerability is something they don't often share with anyone else, and it's all because of the light you carry. Your energy is like a mirror. It reflects not only their strengths and capabilities, but also their deepest fears and unhealed wounds. I know this might feel confusing for you, divine feminine. It can be disorienting when someone opens up so intensely, so quickly, and then seems to pull away or become distant. I'm seeing a vision of your past, where you might have tried to casually date or get to know others, only to find that men would feel an almost immediate and powerful emotional bond with you. You may have noticed how quickly they'd open up, how they'd get vulnerable, and how they'd want to rush things forward. It's like they couldn't help themselves. They felt an undeniable connection and a deep, raw, emotional pull. This dynamic may have left you feeling unsure of what's really happening. Why are they so vulnerable with you? Why do they open up so quickly, only to retreat or become overwhelmed later? The answer, divine feminine, is that your light is stirring something within them that they aren't prepared to face. When they encounter you, they're not just meeting a beautiful soul, they're meeting their own reflection. And sometimes, when we look into the mirror of our deepest selves, it's both awe-inspiring and intimidating. But I want you to know that this isn't about you, divine feminine. This is about the profound effect your energy is having on them. You are an alchemist, catalyzing transformation in those who cross your path. And although it might be unsettling for you to witness their vulnerability and then their retreat, this is all part of the process. They are awakening to parts of themselves they may have long suppressed, and your presence is triggering that awakening. The truth is, your energy is forcing them to confront their shadows, their unhealed parts, and their fears. It's not easy, and it can make them feel exposed and fragile. But this is also the path to healing and growth. By being vulnerable with you, they're allowing themselves to be seen in ways they may never have allowed before. And in doing so, they're beginning to understand themselves in a much deeper way. Keep shining, divine feminine. Your light is doing exactly what it's meant to do. It's helping others remember who they truly are. Even if it feels uncomfortable at times or leaves you questioning the dynamic, trust that you're guiding them toward their highest potential, even if they're not fully aware of it yet. The energy you're sharing is unforgettable, and it's changing everything in its wake. Keep walking this path with grace and patience, knowing that the work you're doing is powerful, transformative, and deeply needed. You are a beacon of light, and that light is illuminating not just their shadows, but their divine potential. Divine feminine. What is happening here is incredibly profound and powerful. The truth is, your energy calls for nothing less than authenticity, vulnerability, and openness. It demands that others show up as their truest selves without any masks or pretenses. When you enter a room, when you connect with someone, your light shines so brightly that it illuminates everything within them, both the beautiful, authentic parts of their soul and the shadows they may have hidden away. This dynamic, especially in romantic or platonic connections, has a way of stirring deep transformation in others. But I know this hasn't always been easy for you. In fact, it's probably felt frustrating at times. You may have experienced situations where the masculines in your life, whether they were romantically involved with you or simply connecting with you on a deeper level, would open up in the most authentic and emotional ways, becoming vulnerable, raw, and real with you. And then, just as quickly, they would retreat, pulling back into themselves, going cold, or even running away. This push-pull dynamic can leave you feeling perplexed, almost as if you're left in the middle of an emotional storm thinking, wait, hold on. You just opened up to me so deeply, and now you're shutting down. What happened? If you've ever felt this way, I want you to know that when this occurs, it's not a reflection of you or the connection you share. They are not running from you. What's really happening is that your light, your radiant, unshakable energy, is illuminating parts of them that they're simply not ready to face yet. It's bringing up their deepest fears, insecurities, and shadows, and that can feel overwhelming. Your energy, divine feminine, is a force to be reckoned with. It holds the power to awaken, heal, and reveal things that they may not even know exist within them. And if they're not yet prepared to confront these truths, it can feel like too much. What you are doing, whether you fully realize it or not, is acting as a catalyst. You're sparking something within them that calls them to reconnect with their true essence. The essence that's been buried under layers of conditioning, fear, and emotional armor. Your presence ignites a process of awakening in them, one that allows them to finally see who they really are, beyond the surface. You're giving them an opportunity to heal, to realign with their soul's purpose, and to take their spiritual journey to the next level. On a higher self level, this is why these masculines feel so magnetically drawn to you. They sense this awakening energy that you carry, and they know, on some deep soul level, that you're the one who can help them step into their fullest potential. For some of you, this message may feel like a particularly personal one. I'm sensing that in your past, you may have repeatedly attracted individuals who were drawn to you with an almost magnetic intensity, sometimes inexplicably so. Maybe it was a chance meeting with a stranger, an instant connection with someone you barely knew, yet there was an undeniable pull toward them. You may have felt like, I have to meet them, I have to get to know them, I have to connect with them. There's something here. If this has happened to you, I want to offer this perspective. This pull you felt wasn't random. It was intentional. At a higher self level, your soul and their soul were collaborating, orchestrating a connection with a deeper purpose. Their higher self was calling upon yours because they knew that in your presence they could experience the awakening they so desperately needed. Whether you realized it or not, the connection between you two was designed to spark a profound shift, one that would guide them toward spiritual growth, emotional healing, and ultimately, balance. This journey of growth is symbolized beautifully by the Angel of Balance card in the upright position. It's an energy of restoring harmony, of finding equilibrium within oneself, and learning how to walk through life with more grace and self-awareness. If this message resonates with you, Divine Feminine, know that this was never just about romance or surface-level attraction. These connections you felt drawn to, those intense, inexplicable pull towards certain masculines, were part of a much larger plan, a divine blueprint that has been unfolding in your life. You were called into their lives to help them grow, to catalyze their spiritual evolution, and to guide them toward the healing they so desperately need. And while this may have been confusing at times, especially when they've retreated or become distant after these powerful emotional exchanges, understand that this is simply part of their process. They are still learning how to navigate the intensity of the energy you bring into their world. Your light is awakening them, and though they may pull back or resist, they will never forget the impact you've had on their journey. So, Divine Feminine, continue to shine your light unapologetically. Know that your presence is deeply felt, even if it doesn't always show in the ways you expect. You are not just a beacon of light. You are a catalyst for transformation. The energy you bring is rare, and it has the power to awaken the deepest parts of others, encouraging them to grow into the highest versions of themselves. Even if they're not ready now, the seed you've planted will continue to grow within them. And trust that, in time, they will awaken to their own light, just as you've illuminated theirs. Keep trusting the process, for it is unfolding exactly as it is meant to. Divine Feminine, what you are experiencing right now is nothing short of profound. It's as though these masculine energies have sent out an SOS, a call to your higher self, seeking assistance in catalyzing their spiritual awakening. They know on a soul level that they're ready for a deeper level of growth and transformation. But the challenge is that their physical, human selves aren't always aligned with that truth. And this is where the pushback begins. The hot and cold behavior, the withdrawing, the pulling away, only to return once again. I'm hearing it clearly. It's like they can't stay away, but they can't stay consistent. And if this resonates with you, you may be dealing with a specific masculine energy in your life right now. Someone with whom you share a deep, energetic, soul-based connection. You may feel the tension between their desire for connection and their inability to fully embrace it in a grounded, consistent way. This back-and-forth dynamic can leave you feeling confused and uncertain, especially when you know the connection has so much potential. Now, as I tune into the energy, a card has flown out. Appreciation in the upright position. This is a key message for you, Divine Feminine. There are two important insights that your guides are urging you to embrace right now, and they both center around honoring and understanding your own power and energy. The first message is connected to the Courageous Peony card, multifaceted, unique nature. Let yourself be seen. This message is crucial for you at this moment. Your guides are reminding you not to shrink back, not to dim your light, or hide your essence to make others feel comfortable, especially these masculine energies who are not yet ready to handle the full force of your power. You are a multifaceted, dynamic being, and your energy is uniquely aligned with the divine. Do not alter yourself to fit into spaces or relationships where your light is not fully appreciated or welcomed. In fact, this may be a significant spiritual lesson for you at this time. Learning how to stay connected to your authentic self, even when your love or your energy is met with resistance or rejection. It's about remaining true to your essence, no matter how others may react. It's about being so grounded in your self-worth that you don't feel the need to change, to diminish, or to hold back just because someone else isn't ready to receive what you're offering. Your light is not something to hide, it's something to stand in boldly. And in doing so, you will attract those who are truly aligned with the frequency of your love. The second message your guides are sending comes from the Appreciation card. It's time for you to recognize the power and beauty of your energy. Your light deserves to be honored, adored, and respected. And this isn't just about romantic relationships. This message extends to every area of your life. It's about surrounding yourself with people, environments, and experiences that see you for who you truly are, that celebrate the magnificence of your energy. Your energy is magnetic, divine feminine, and you deserve to be in spaces where you are appreciated, not just for what you give, but for who you are. This is a reminder to go where you are valued, whether it's in your friendships, your work life, or your romantic endeavors. The message is clear. Seek out connections that nourish your soul, that reflect back to you the beauty and brilliance of your essence. You don't need to settle for anything less. Know that, as you continue to shine your light unapologetically, the right people will come into your life, those who are ready to witness and honor your magnificence. You don't need to force or chase connections that aren't ready for your energy. Instead, focus on grounding yourself in your truth and stepping into spaces that celebrate and amplify your unique gifts. By doing so, you will attract relationships that mirror the appreciation, respect, and love that you so freely give to others. Remember, Divine Feminine, you are not just here to shine for the sake of others' growth. You are here to create and embody your own light, your own path, your own evolution. Let your light be a beacon that calls in those who are aligned with your essence, and trust that the right ones will recognize you for the beauty that you are. Keep standing tall, being fully seen, and honoring the divine power within you. The world needs your light, and it deserves to be acknowledged in all its brilliance. Divine Feminine, you are being called to remember and deeply connect with the profound truth of your energy. It is rare, it is beautiful, and it carries immense value. The reason this message keeps resurfacing is that there are moments when others fail to appreciate or fully honor your light. And when that happens, it's not a reflection of your energy's worth. It's simply a mirror of their inability to confront the shadows within themselves that your light brings into view. You are not here to dim your brilliance because someone else isn't ready to handle it. Your energy is a gift, and it remains invaluable regardless of how others respond to it. This message is especially powerful for someone at this moment, as I feel a very specific energy coming through. There's a masculine energy here, one that's deeply struggling with the intensity of the connection you share. Despite his behavior, which may have been hot and cold or filled with moments of withdrawal, the truth beneath the surface is that he is deeply concerned about fully losing you. I keep hearing the word hopelessness, and it lingers strongly in his energy. This masculine is caught in an inner conflict. On one hand, he feels the intense pull to face his darkness, to confront the shadows within himself, to heal. And this is exactly why, on a soul level, he called you into his life. But on the other hand, he feels utterly overwhelmed by the emotional and energetic magnitude of what is happening. He is struggling to integrate his feelings, and this causes him to withdraw, to build walls, and to push you away in an attempt to shield himself from the depth of his vulnerability. The Victory card in reverse alongside Goddess of the Moon in reverse speaks volumes about where this masculine is right now. The energy of Victory in reverse reveals a deep sense of self-doubt and internal defeat. He doesn't believe he can succeed in facing his inner darkness, and this sense of hopelessness is what keeps him from moving forward. With Goddess of the Moon in reverse, we see that his inner divine feminine is out of balance. His emotions are swirling, and rather than leaning into the healing, nurturing energy of the divine feminine, he is retreating into fear, anxiety, and insecurity. Your presence, divine feminine, is activating something very profound in him. You are making him feel deeply emotional, sometimes triggering waves of insecurity and discomfort. This heightened emotional state is too intense for him to process, and instead of leaning into these feelings, he pulls away, afraid of the vulnerability they bring. The walls he builds are his way of protecting himself from feeling too exposed. The door to personal healing and happiness in reverse offers a clear message. This masculine may be sabotaging his own healing process. He may feel undeserving of the happiness that awaits him, or perhaps he is resisting the necessary changes that would bring him peace. For some, it's one of these behaviors. For others, it may be both. Either way, there is a strong energy of inner resistance that he is currently battling. So, what is this masculine really trying to communicate to you? What is going on deep within his heart and soul? What does he truly want to say to you, divine feminine? The message is clear. You are my sanctuary. You are the only person I can confide in, and I betrayed your trust. There is a deep, almost sacred bond between you and this masculine. He sees you as home, his safe place, his refuge. It's as though the two of you have created a world all your own, a space that exists only between the two of you, filled with intimacy and unspoken understanding. Even if words aren't always shared openly, the energy between you is undeniably strong. This is a bond of trust, of emotional vulnerability, and it's something he cherishes deeply, even if he struggles to show it at times. There is a sacredness in how the two of you connect, whether it's through moments of deep conversation, shared glances, or just an energetic exchange. It's as if you are both building an unspoken bridge between your souls, one conversation, one interaction, one shared moment at a time. But there's also an element of grief here, as this masculine knows he has betrayed that trust in some way. And it hurts him deeply, because in his heart he sees you as the only person he can truly open up to, the only one who understands him on this profound level. This is why his energy feels conflicted. He is drawn to you with an intensity he cannot deny, yet he is also afraid of what it might mean to truly face himself and fully open up. He is navigating the complexities of his own wounds, his own resistance to growth, and his fear of losing you. But know this, divine feminine. You are not here to save him. You are here to stand in your light, to honor your own path, and to trust that anyone who truly deserves your energy will be able to meet you with the same level of vulnerability, respect, and love that you offer them. Keep shining brightly, stay true to your essence, and trust that as you honor yourself, the right people, those who are ready to walk the path with you, will show up. I'm picking up on something really special here. This connection you share with this person feels incredibly unique, almost like an inside joke that only the two of you truly understand. It's the kind of bond where shared humor, personal references, and moments of deep connection create a language of your own. This world that you've built together is personal, intimate, and deeply meaningful. Yet, within this beautiful dynamic, there's a vulnerability this masculine is struggling with. I sense that there's a humor between the two of you, perhaps playful banter or light-hearted moments that make you both feel deeply connected. However, something feels different now. It's as if this masculine is feeling locked out of that sacred space you've shared. There's a sense that he's created this barrier by being hot and cold, pulling away, retreating, and then returning. And now, as the dust settles, he's grappling with the weight of his own actions. He feels responsible for the distance between you, but there's also a sense of deep insecurity that has surfaced within him. This masculine is currently standing on the edge of something profound. He feels as though, if you truly knew what was going on inside of him, if you understood the depths of his vulnerability, it would be too much for you to handle. This belief is rooted in fear and doubt. It's ironic because the very truth he's withholding from you is exactly what you need from him. On a soul level, you crave authenticity, transparency, and honesty. It's not about seeking out every little detail. It's about the genuine, raw truth. At an energetic level, your presence is demanding that truth from him, not in a forceful or aggressive way, but in a deeply powerful one. You aren't asking for more than you deserve. You're simply refusing to accept anything less than honesty. And because you understand the value of your energy, you intuitively know when someone is withholding something from you. When that happens, your natural response is to withdraw, to protect yourself, because you know that your energy is sacred and it deserves to be treated with the utmost respect. This lesson, Divine Feminine, is one that you are becoming more and more attuned to, honoring the sacredness of your own energy. It's not about demanding perfection from others, but about knowing your worth and understanding that you don't need to chase after what's rightfully yours. You don't need to fight for truth, because truth, true authenticity, will always be present when the energy is pure and real. You are learning to step into your power in such a way that you no longer settle for anything less than the deep, transparent connection you deserve. The more you honor yourself, the more you naturally call in those who are ready to meet you at that level, those who are ready to give you the truth, respect, and love that you so freely give to others. Trust that your energy is a magnet for those who can match your vibration, and anyone who isn't ready will fall away, making room for the right connections to enter your life. To close out this reading, I'll pull a final card from the Rumi Oracle to see what guidance is waiting for you. And wow, the card that's come forward is the Dissolving Light. This is incredibly synchronistic, especially after all we've discussed about how your light, Divine Feminine, shines so brightly, illuminating everything it touches, particularly within those masculine energies who cross your path. You might even be seeing the number 333 frequently lately, as this is the number 3 card in the deck. And that number holds deep spiritual significance, signaling alignment with higher forces. Let me share a little bit from the guidebook here. Dare to take my hands and become sets of lights with holy fire, my cherished one. step forward with me. Let us burn together, dissembled in the light that cannot be extinguished. This is the light that burns with such incandescent truth that no falsehood can withstand its audacious vibrancy. Come with me now to the lights. Together, we shall melt into truth. The guidebook continues. There is a light so intense, so powerful, that nothing other than itself, its own truth, can exist in its presence. It is the sacred seed, the star of your being, lit up within. No lie or deception, no boundary or defense can remain in its presence. The blazing divinity of this light sears through any pretense, annihilates illusions, and takes us into a stark experience of divine truth. Wow, what an absolutely beautiful and profound description of the light that resides within you. Divine Feminine. This light isn't just a passive glow. It is a force to be reckoned with, a searing, radiant truth that leaves no room for deception or pretense. Your very presence illuminates the deepest parts of others, their truths, their shadows, and all the things they may not yet be ready to face. For those who are open to the transformation, this light sparks a powerful awakening, helping them confront their own darkness. But for those not yet willing to heal, it can feel overwhelming, which can sometimes trigger them to pull away or resist. The key message here is that your light, Divine Feminine, is absolutely radiant, and it's meant to be shared freely, without dimming or holding back. When you allow yourself to shine in your fullest expression, you help others reconnect with their own truths. This doesn't mean you have to fix them or even try to awaken them directly. Just by being you, unapologetically authentic, you create the space for their transformation. And if this reading has resonated with you, if you've been dealing with these dynamics, romantic or otherwise, take what truly speaks to your soul. Leave behind what doesn't serve you, knowing that your energy is sacred and deserves to be treated with reverence. As you continue to walk in your truth, know that your light will guide you, and those who are ready to meet you at that same level of authenticity will be drawn to you. Thank you so much for sharing this time with me today. Sending you love, light, and all the blessings of your radiant journey. Click the join button to explore the membership options and see what exciting benefits await you. By joining, you'll get exclusive perks, behind-the-scenes content, and special access to our community. It's a fantastic way to support the channel and get even more out of your experience with us. If this video resonated with you and you crave more, interact with the content, like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, Magnetize Official. Share these words with anyone who might find comfort and inspiration.